I think I like that. Be in a chill mood. You see the greenery. You know where I'm coming from. You know, read between the lines. But yo, welcome back. Another episode of CJ Rich Boxing and BS. First till later on, but I'll give you time to get in the building. We've been doing it, like I said, consistently every day now. Got what I mean? So far this week. And I'm gonna keep it up, man. Shout out to everyone who's been supporting me. Man. I really appreciate all the likes, subscriptions, the comments. I see the support, and definitely the cash apps, champ. So, yeah, I didn't come up here to make money. I'm just a real boxing fan like you. But if you feel inclined, it's going across the bottom of the screen. So we'll give it a minute to build up. Yo, Homegirl Kalia is in the building. Shout out to you. Y'all let me know about that background. I feel that's a chill vibe, you know. Again, with the green lighting and the greenery around me, California living. I feel that's good, man. Let me know if it's at a good level. I want to apologize for the quality of the stream yesterday. Apparently I was cutting out with the sound, but I think I got it cleaned up. But y'all keep me updated, man. I'm here for y'all, man. I just love to chop it up about boxing and bullshit. You know, a blackjack of many trades. You feel me? But yeah, I done a lot of different things. Maybe a master of nothing. A man of many traits, but a master of nothing, like Floyd told Brian Kenny. That shit was comedy. Classic boxing interview. Yo, we got a lot to chop it up about this evening. Y'all see the title. Yeah, right. We're going to cover the press conference of Benevidez and how he dissed Canelo. Only because the interviewer brought it up. Yeah, right. But yeah, we got a few of these. Let me pull it up. Share the screen, and we can get started, man. Straight to the conversation with no more hesitation. Bars. Here we go. Hey, fair use. Entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV. Be enjoying with David Benevidez, who's challenging Zurdo Ramirez for his cruiserweight titles this Saturday here in Las Vegas. David, good to see you as always. Thank you so much for the time here. Man, you're on your path. You're on your way of not only solidifying yourself as like the guy in boxing, the face of boxing, but taking these dates to you. How's this process been for you to kind of see that all this is happening for you now?
It's been really good, bro. It's been a lot of hard work. I've been professional 13 years now, and steadily we've been increasing. We've been moving up, and I think this is just shows how hard I've been working throughout the years, and not only just working hard, I've been actually, you know, trying to test myself every fight, challenging the best fighters in the world, and that's what happens. You know what I mean? When you have your faith in God, you work hard and live how you're supposed to live. You know, these opportunities open up. But, you know, it's not.
Hey, yo, again, fair use. I'm just commentating on this, but I mean, we all boxing fans. The shit just went down today, obviously. And he is going to diss Canelo later on. But let me say it, man. I wish, like, Benevidez is my man, right? In the ring. I love his fight style. I love how he approaches the game. But, yo, he could have done a much better job at selling this fight, in my opinion. Like, his eyes shifting around. He looks unsure. I don't know what that's about, champ. Maybe he just hasn't fully come into his own, but hey, man, shout out Benevidez, but y'all got it.
You can't just leave everything up to God. You know, you got to put in the work, and you got to make sure you're getting the best out of yourself, and that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been working hard consistently throughout the years. I've been pushing it to the limit every single day. For this training camp, I trained 5 months. That's unheard of. People don't train like that, but you know, that's I know that at this level, everybody is great. And the way I prepare myself 100% is working harder than everybody else. And I'm just going to continue working harder than everybody else and, you know, continue to do what I do and one day become the face of boxing.
You know, usually moving up this much weight is like very risky for a fighter. Like moving up one weight class is like usually 5-7 pounds. This is 25 pounds you decided to move up.
Yeah.
Tell me about like the thought process.
Pause for the motherfucking cause. Again, this is fair use. I can't say that enough. But yo, that is a huge gap. Y'all talking about, oh no, Inoue can't move up 4 pounds. I'm like, what the fuck? Dude moving up 25 pounds. And I know it's all by percentage, if you want to be really accurate. Again, I'm the mathematician. Y'all know that. But no, 25 pounds is a huge gap. So any motherfucker saying he has to stop a Zurdo moving up yet another weight class to claim a unified belt, unified, championships, you're fucking tripping, man. You're putting too much sauce on it, as I like to say. And yeah, you asking for too much. I'm saying if it's like an 8-4 victory, that would be beautiful for Benevidez. But let's keep going in. We got a lot of people in the building. Shout out to y'all. Like, subscribe, share the shit.
Process like behind that.
Just the thought process of me going up to cruiserweight is I worked so much with Zurdo Ramirez. I've been keeping my eye on him a lot, and we were trying to get this fight for like 2 years. We are talking to Oscar about it. And then I said, if I get that opportunity to make that fight, I'm going to jump right up. The opportunity was presented itself. I got the contract before my last fight, the week of the fight. And I said, well, I said it. You know what I mean? This is time to prove who I really am. And I think it's more than just proving it to you guys. It's just proving it to myself and doing everything I said I was going to do and not backing out from nothing. And, just having that confidence in myself to accomplish whatever I set out to accomplish.
How big of a factor do you see that being in the fight, moving up the 25 pounds?
To be honest with you, bro, I've been working with a lot of cruiserweights and heavyweights for this camp, and I just don't see them. It's not the same. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, you expect them to play harder, but they don't. And I think because I'm, I could take a good punch, and, the fighters are way slower. So I think with me coming up in weight, I'm going to be bringing up a light heavyweight style to the cruiserweight division with speed, with movement, with defense, with all that stuff, man. So I see this fight. I don't see it as an easy fight, but I definitely do see that I'm going to go in there and I'm going to put a beating on Zurdo Ramirez.
Yeah, it's usually when the smaller guy moves up in weight, that speed advantage becomes very apparent. Yeah. And even looking at this fight, that was honestly the first question I had is man, how is Zurdo going to be able to deal with that speed and the volume of David? I feel like that's a big advantage that you carry in this fight.
And also, if you see you guys see my fights, but when I get
fair use, and we're getting to it, I'm gonna let this play out. Oh, shout out to Fight Hub TV. I didn't even, shout out to y'all. I'm on another game. But yo, he seems like, again, he's not cutting great promos like a pro wrestler, but he seems fairly confident in his skill level, and I do expect him to win. You want me to put a percentage on it? I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what I said before, but I'm, as I go through it and really consider things, because it takes, a smart man, a wise man, takes his time to make up his mind. Bars. So I say all that to say this, that I'm like 70-30 champ. Even with the weight difference, the only reason I don't think he stops him is the weight. So that's where I'm at with it. We're going to continue to let him cook, and he will get to Canelo. We got to let it boil. We're simmering right now. It's about to turn to a boil. Let's go. Fair use.
In the fights, the people that I fight against, they're thrown off by my speed. You know what I mean? And they're fast guys. They're twitchy guys with good defense and good movement. Zurdo Ramirez, he moves a little bit slower, so I don't think he's going to be able to withstand my combination punching. Not only in my fast, I punch in combinations. Mm-hmm. So an element that I'm going to bring up to cruiserweight that I don't think has been seen since James Toney was there. So and it just makes me happy that I'm even putting myself in the same category as James Toney, because the speed is there, the defense is there. So, and like I said, at the end of the day, I'm a competitor. I want the best competition, and I want to test myself in front of the world.
I would think, and I don't know, but I would think, a cruiserweight, you don't have to cut weight. This is like your normal weight. How big of a difference is that? And honestly, too, how dangerous is that for you coming into this fight?
Yeah, I've been thinking of that a lot. I've been on weight for the past week and a half, and I haven't even really been trying to cut weight. So usually the last 2 weeks, I'm cutting weight and, using sauna suits, running a lot. I'm not, I haven't ran that much the last week. Well, I've been running, but not to lose weight and stuff. So my conditioning is already there. So my speed is crazy, bro. You guys are going to see it today at the media workout. And,
Pause for the cause. Fair use. Shout out Fight Hub TV. But I want to analyze this as we're going through it in real time because I haven't even watched the whole thing. Again, I'm a boxing fan like y'all with a 9 to 5. But yo, he is really relying on his speed, and I think he is implying hand speed. But he also mentioned his feet. And I tend to agree. I think those are his biggest advantages coming into this matchup. Um, Zurdo is durable. As far as I know, he's never been stopped. Only Bivol beat him. So anyone shitting on this fight, man, y'all are capping. I mean, you may not love his style, but he's performed at the highest level. Only lost to Bivol, another pound for pound fighter. So I don't understand the hate, but yeah, hate never made nobody great. But Benevidez, hey, shout out to you. Just work on the mouthpiece, man. You got it.
David Benevidez cutting weight was a dangerous monster. So now when David Benevidez don't got to cut weight, man, I'm just really excited too because I want to see the highlights after the fight.
Real quick, Gooch, I see you backstage, but it said device not connected. Okay, I think yeah, I got you now. Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit more, and I'm gonna let you chime in. Let's go, baby.
Because I know it's gonna be one of my best performances to date.
So, okay. Now, my other question is, man, like you're getting a taste of like, oh, I don't have to cut weight. I don't have to do this and that. Like, do you move back down and suffer again? Or like, do you feel comfy? Like, ah, shit, like this feels
perfect time to pause it. Okay. So Gooch, anything you heard so far, but specifically about him going, thinking about going back down. I think that's a bad move. I had never seen that shit work out. But yo, you got the mic. What's up, man? Salute to you. Thanks for tapping in. I appreciate you.
Man, one love, one love. I'm just listening, man. I ain't really. I want to hear the whole thing before I put something out here.
Okay. We'll keep cooking. That's cool. I appreciate. That's a mature man right there, y'all. Y'all want to pop out and just start cussing people out. He's trying to hear the whole context of the shit. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Shout out to you, man.
It's good. I feel good, but there's already stuff that I set out for myself that I need to accomplish. You know what I mean? And definitely going. I have to go back down to 175 because my foot is already in the door to compete for the other 4 titles. That's really what I want. I want to be unified champion. So I mean, I feel good. I mean, and either way, I'm going to be good no matter what because I put I put my faith in the work, and I work.
See, it's what I'm talking about. I love him as a fighter, but god damn, nigga, clean it up. You've been having high-level interviews, being on pay-per-views for years. Bars, but nigga, talk. Anyway, that's my only criticism of Benevidez, to be real.
Extremely hard. So that I always know that, if I work hard in the training camp, the fight is going to be easy.
I watched an interview that you did, and you mentioned something about like the sparring that you had with Zurdo. It's once I spar somebody, I have their whole game plan in their head. I know what they're going to do. That apply to this? Like you already know what to expect and what he's going to do.
Yeah, because unless a fighter really tries to change up his whole style, which Zurdo did, and he's slower now at cruiserweight, but he's still a great fighter, still a dangerous fighter. But I've already downloaded that information in my head. I've already tested what works on him, what doesn't work on him. I test this. It's like a moment of stress where it's kill or be killed. You know what I mean? The best is going to come out of me, the best defense, the best combinations, and I'm going to be ready for whatever he throws my way.
Seeing that, then I would imagine you feel that you're going to get like a spectacular.
Fair use. Got to chop it up. Shout out Fight Hub TV. Let's go.
I guess, yeah, like a highlight reel, like knockout in this fight. You think?
I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is that I've worked on a lot of combinations. I've worked on a lot of body shots. I've worked on a lot of footwork. The game plan is to get away from his shots, counter his shots, and drown him with combinations. By doing that, there's going to be so much opportunities open up. I don't know if it's going to be a body shot. I don't know if it's going to be a combination, but whatever it is, once I hit that right shot, he will go down.
To you, David, do you feel more pressure coming into this fight, or should Zurdo feel more pressure because he's the champ?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how he feels, but I don't feel pressure at all. I mean, I love this, bro. I love this, and I've been getting ready. I think the route I took was the appropriate route because when now I'm at a big moment like this, I have felt no pressure. You know, I've been in these big moments. I fought pay-per-view. I fought at the T-Mobile Arena. I've been around these big events, you know, and I don't feel no pressure. I'm just happy, bro. I'm ready to compete.
And it's also
Good. That's a good look. Let's keep going. We are getting to Canelo this. I promise y'all. I'm not teasing.
So I know for the longest time you would feel frustrated not getting your shot and stuff like that. Now like you're seeing like, hey, you know, with a little bit of patience, it's all the doors are opening for me now.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that. I mean, I wasn't really frustrated. I was just, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Sometimes the fights that people think are gonna happen don't happen. But I knew that I had to be patient, that my time was gonna come eventually, and here it is.
No, I don't like bringing him up because I feel it's like a dead point now. But he is going to be in attendance. Do you foresee you maybe looking at him, saying anything, or are you just going to ignore him? Canelo.
Oh, Canelo, he's gonna be there.
Yeah, I saw a thing that he's going to be in attendance.
Here we go. Turn up, and then I'll weigh in with Pastor Gooch. I appreciate your patience, but here we go. This is the meat of the conversation, Tootie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he could come. He could take a look at. He could come take a look at the performance I put on, and if he wants to get it, we could get it.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully, one day. Yeah. David. Jai.
Well, you see you see how it works now. You know, he's telling me that I was never nothing, that I wasn't a champion. I'm this and that. That my career doesn't even compete to his career. So now he's coming to my fights, May the 2nd, and I think that just speaks volumes on by itself. So, and if he's coming to the fight, maybe everybody's dream will come true, and maybe he wants to come and see something up close and personal. So I hope he gets what he's looking for.
Looking at the future and even past that, you know, you have Jai Opataya.
Okay, we are about to get to Canelo's next fight soon, but pause for the cause. Again, fair use, but more to the point, fucking Canelo, I'll just fucking pull the top off of this shit. Canelo apparently is signed to fight Billy. That also just dropped today. So we got so much to discuss, man. I might go, I don't know, I might go till midnight. We'll see about it. But we got so much on the table. And I'm glad when boxing gets mixed up like this, champ, because there's so much to discuss. But yeah, that's a preview of what we're going to talk about down the road. Canelo and Billy. Apparently that's the next fight. I definitely want y'all to chime in and tell me how you feel about that. And I got my own opinion. But right now we're talking about Benevidez and motherfucking Zurdo. So let's finish out this interview and let's go. He about to really get into the Canelo shit.
I'm here at this weight as well. That was a former title holder. You have Dimitri Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. To you, like, what's the most like interesting or the most appetizing fight there between those three?
Well, just for accolade wise, Bivol, because he has all the belts. Me versus Beterbiev. You know? I mean, obviously, because at the end of the day, how am I?
Boom bop, ooh wop. Is that cherry picking? Do you think he's targeting the old man? Because I don't see a lot of fanfare, at least on these YouTube streets. I don't have a lot of boxing fans I know in real life, so I'll tap in with y'all. And that's part of the reason I started my channel, is to be a fan and be able to get my opinion out there. But I say all that to say this. Do you see motherfuckers talking about Benevidez? Not so much, champ. I mean, he's almost as old as me. I'm 42. As of Easter, you know, a couple Sundays ago, but champ, I'm not. I think he is kind of caping right there, like saying that's what the fans want. Hey, y'all, let me know. Again, I'm a fan of the dude. He's way up there with me as far as current fighters, but he capping, and I can call. That's the difference. I can call my favorite fighters out and say, I'm gonna hold you accountable. No one's talking about that. I bet anyone would rather see him face either Bivol next or obviously Opataya. I think that Beterbiev is a far third rank. You feel me? So I ain't fucking with you on that, Benevidez, but you got it. Let's keep cooking.
I'm gonna call myself a champion and not fight the great fighters out there. You know, obviously we're in the same weight class. Why would these fights not happen? You know what I mean? So those are the two fights that I want. I'm not thinking about nothing else besides those fights after this. You know, first of all, we take care of Zurdo Ramirez, but those are the ones I want. Those are the fights that look real appetizing to me. Bivol and Beterbiev.
You did an interview a few days ago where you said that you're going to start your promotional company. What are your plans plans for that and yourself in this next few years that come up?
Well, just definitely working with PBC, definitely working with Luis Secubas and Al Heyman, and basically just getting myself ready for the future because I have big plans for my son, and I'd rather learn the game now and then me put my son's fights on. And not only that, just I got a group of guys that I work with. I got fighters. I love.
Okay, well, that's enough of that clip. Okay, he just goes on to say to put a bow on it because I haven't seen this part. He says that he would like to be, basically, he didn't say it in those words, but I view it as LeBron James. He wants him and his son to be able to fight on the same card, like they play on the same NBA team. So okay, that's cool. That's all fun and games. Let me switch it up. Shout out Benevidez, but I cooked on that for almost a half. Okay. So we're going to talk about apparently Morataya, Raymond Morataya. He accepted a 70-30 purse split to fight Shakur. We can move to that later. Actually, as I think about it again, I do this shit in real time. I just got off work, but I'm gonna save that because that's not too spicy. What I will do is play a back-to-back clip of Benevidez really getting on Canelo's head. So we got basically the overview of the fight, what he thinks about Zurdo. That's what he was mostly focused on. But this one, he gonna go hard, and I alluded to this earlier about, if y'all can see this, David Benevidez goes off on Canelo versus Billy. Nobody wants to see that shit. Fight me. Again, shout out Fight Hype, and let's go.
David, you were kind of smiling when his trainer just said Zurdo Ramirez, and I said, well, what were you thinking when you were kind of amused by?
I was just like, it was just funny because what else are they supposed to say? Zurdo Ramirez, I'd take nothing away from him. And he's Zurdo Ramirez. She's champion in 2 different weight divisions. You know what I mean? So he's a great fighter. So I was just laughing at just the question, the question from the commentator. But it was, I didn't think nothing of it. It was just funny.
¿Le dedicas a alguien especial esta pelea?
No, la verdad, pues le dedico a todo el público de México. We're just gonna have to wait.
Okay, so he asked him a question in Spanish. He responded in Spanish. Again, I'm not like top tier. I took Spanish like 17 years ago was the last time. Pero peep game. Basically, what he said is he's doing it for the Mexican fans. He's trying to take that flag. That's the vibe I got from it. And he did say por ellos, which means for them. So he fucking with him. He's trying to tap him with that fan base. Okay. That's a great segue. Let me cam up for this shit because I gotta go off. This motherfucker is really taking the flag. He's taking Cinco de Mayo from Canelo. I want some of y'all fans that always be talking that shit to pull up and prove me wrong. He got the fight on Cinco de Mayo, and then I understand Mexican Independence Day is in September, and Canelo just signed to fight Billy for that. But that's a hard move, man. Y'all can't say he ain't Mexican if he took over Cinco de Mayo. I mean, y'all pull up and prove me wrong. I'm not Mexican, so I want to hear y'all's opinion. But let's continue to cook.
See, I don't think he's going to be able to handle it, to be honest with you. People at 168, 175 weren't able to handle my speed, so I definitely know that he's going to have a problem handling my speed, but I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about just putting my combinations in there and inflict as much damage as possible.
Yesterday, salir a este cuadrilátero, ¿tienes alguien especial, algún cantante, alguien que te va a acompañar?
Sí, pues Adriel Favela va a salir cantando cuando yo salgo allí, so esa es la persona que va a salir conmigo.
I'm not going front. I didn't get that one. My Spanish is rusty. I'm not going to fucking go over and cap. I didn't get that question or that answer, but let's keep going.
It's like a safety first fighter at times in his career. He doesn't really go for it at times.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not really worried about that. At the end of the day, if he wants to be that type of fighter, then that's who he is. At the end of the day, I know what I'm going to do. I'm not a safety type of fighter. I'm in there in your face the whole 12 rounds trying to hurt you as much as possible. So if that's what type of fighter he is, and I don't know. I mean, it's not gonna help him.
Yesterday, Oscar said that you don't have that great of a chin. I'm curious what your thoughts are on that.
I mean, I really don't care. I mean, that's his fighter. He's gonna have to boost his fighter up.
Yeah, it's bitch made of Oscar to say. I haven't seen him be vulnerable, like really be hurt like that. Niggas say that little oo-wop that who was the kid? David, the other David. That they always were begging for him to fight, and he did fight him, and he dominated. But they said he got knocked down. It was a little slip, like a trip type situation. Marco's covered that, but y'all know who I'm talking about. David, whoever the fuck the kid was at 168 or 175 rather. Let's go.
That's what
With 11 fights.
he thinks, and we'll see.
All right, thanks. What do you think about the Canelo guys, hang tight. Sir, hang tight 1 second. If we could have the media right here shift down, we need to make room for everyone else. We got to do scrums, guys. Please make room for other media to come in. We got to give everyone a chance.
Over, guys, please.
Let's get nice and tight, guys.
Let's get more.
All right, David, if you're ready. Here we go. Guys.
Thank you. I am a big fan of Big Brother, and he called you the big What's your response to that?
I'm just very happy. I think I've shown what I'm made of and what I can become. I think a lot of the fighters appreciate that, because at the end of the day, we're all trying to, I really do appreciate, the good compliments from my peers. And
Fair use. Shut up. Fight hype. Let's continue to cook. I appreciate everyone in the building. Please like, subscribe, share the shit. If you think I'm talking some real shit, covering some real shit, which I try to do. That's my whole purpose. A boxing fan just like y'all. So if you like the content, no more nonsense. Share the shit. Shut up.
it's made me a better fighter. It's made me a stronger man at the end of the day. The prayers gave me, what's the word called? The reassurance I need in myself. It's given me the faith, the protection, and the strength. The meditation, it allows me to slow down my brain. And when I come out of the meditation, I'll be doing 20, 30 minutes sometimes. It allows me to be more connected with my brain. And honestly, when you're in the ring,
Yo, I got to speak on this. Again, I'm watching this in real time. I know he talks on Canelo later on, but I have, I indulge in meditation and yoga and shit, all these mindful practices. Maybe y'all think I'm weird because of that, but yo, after you go through the shit I've been through, you got to find a way to get your mind right. So shout out Benevidez. That's exactly how I would describe it. I connect more, like my mind and my body are more connected. So maybe he's just in that zone. Okay, this is good insight. Because I know when I was really on that shit, I was performing at my best. Granted, it was just a softball, but I was knocking shit out of the park as not a big dude. So, yeah, I was on game, and I was a hell of a shortstop. Anyway, back to Benevidez. Yeah, I appreciate that. I didn't know about that about him, that he was meditating and doing this type of things. That's cool. Shut up.
have to make the best possible decisions. So it helps me make the best possible decisions and be the best version of myself. Thank you.
Questions, please.
Thank you.
David, obviously, cruiserweight, becoming a unified cruiserweight champion, I feel like you've accomplished a lot of the goals that you probably set out to in your career already. What's next? You're a guy that kind of wants to push yourself, continue moving the goalposts. What would be the next goal?
I mean, there's still a lot of goals. I mean, I still have another 10 years in boxing, probably 15. So that's just continuing to be the best version of myself, continuing to dominate these fighters, dominate these champions, and
Yo, real quick, I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge Coach Hector Bermudez in the building. I appreciate you checking on a small little fledgling channel like mine. Salute. I'm gonna read his comment. He say he talking about a singer coming out with him. Well, I haven't heard that so far, but I'm not tripping on that. I'm more focused on what's going to happen in the ring, and I'm sure you are too as a coach. But hey, he's trying to build his brand up. Because I say he don't really got the mouthpiece like that. He ain't really spitting, so it would behoove him to fucking come out with someone who is talking that shit. You know, man, a rapper or some shit. I don't know who you're talking about. A singer, whatever, to set the vibe. And my whole overall point is you got to set a vibe because you ain't really carrying it like that outside of the ring. So let's continue to go. Shout out Coach Benevidez, man. Shout out to you.
Keep being the Mexican monster.
At the end of your career, how do you think your career will stack up against other Mexican fighters, Canelo, all these other?
I think it definitely rival any of those careers. That's why I'm taking these chances. You know what I mean? Because as good as your opponents, or your career is only, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm trying to put as much champions on there as possible. So by the time my time is,
he's talking legacy, fair use. Shout out Fight Hype. Let's go.
Finished. There's be no debate, and everybody know that they've been the best of this generation.
Last one, you know, Canelo's gonna fight.
Let's get him.
Yeah, the Canelo fight. He happened to announce it today. He's fighting in Riyadh in September. What do you think about that and the fact that he decides to announce it this weekend?
Okay, this is the the real thing I wanted to expose. David Benevidez is about to give his opinion on Canelo choosing to fight in Billy next. Let's go. Bear with me, y'all. I'm not sure what happened since I paused it. Hold on. Yo. Oh, no way. Give me a second. I'm gonna refresh. Where are we at? 447. I'm gonna refresh this. Bear with me, y'all. Again, I'm going.
David, you were kind of smiling when his trainer just said.
Fast forward back to where we were at 447. My bad, y'all. But hey, I'm resourceful.
Who's he fighting?
Yeah, I'm in Billy.
Nobody wants to see that shit. You guys want to see that? I'm not trying to be a dick, bro, but at the end of the day, nobody wants to see that shit. You know what I mean? I think he would have been better if he would have fought Diego Pacheco. You know what I mean? Diego Pacheco has a way bigger name than him, Billy. But I don't know, bro. You guys keep asking me. Well, this is a monster weekend. This weekend, you know, we have great fights. Not only do I have it's a great main event. The whole card is stacked. You know, Oscar Duarte, Resendiz, Munguia. It's going to be a hell of a weekend.
You've had so little trouble in the ring. I mean, so many of your fights have been kind of one-sided. And, you know, some of that.
The doubts and the drama make me stronger, honestly. The doubts, every time people doubt me.
Said the doubts and the drama make me stronger. I feel you, champ. I'll be getting hating on since I hopped out on these internet streets. Yeah, obviously you at a way different level, but man, I've been getting hated on my whole life, really, this past 42 years. But yeah, I always turn it into motivation. So that's a technique called sublimation. And y'all study psychology real quick. Sublimation is taking a negative turn into a positive to put a bow on it. But let's go. Shout out Benevidez.
It gives me more energy, more fire to my flame to go in there, show who I am. I'm always going to be doubted, bro. People have been doubting me my whole career. You know what I mean? But when I get in that ring, there's nothing that they can say because I'm always – this is what I love to do. This is my passion. You guys can see it's my passion because I'm always – I know exactly what I'm doing. I know when it. Say it without her say it doesn't. A hater's job is, so I don't let them do their job.
How do you stop from other?
I mean, you can't go into a fight thinking it's not going to be different. I mean, anything in it till it ends. You know what I mean? So I mean, if it becomes difficult for me, then that's better for me. I love difficult fights, you know. And then I always fight my way out of that, and I show everybody who I am. Nah, bro. I mean, I don't think nothing of it. Like I Am I supposed to get excited? Or I don't understand. Like, at the end of the day, I don't want him to be at my fight. I want us to fight. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I mean, if he's gonna come, if he's gonna come, that's good for the fans that are fans of Canelo. They can see him.
Okay, cool. So we put a bow on that. That was great. That's great hype going into this fight. Well, not great, but you know, he's letting you know he's just being a real motherfucker, really, and letting you know where his mind is at. I wish he had a little more charisma, but hey, what he does in the ring, I can't complain about that at all. So I got him. Not a stoppage because he is moving up in weight, and yeah, that's a tall order. So, like I opened the show with, anyone moving the goalposts about you got to stop him or you got to be more impressive than Bivol was, the only other motherfucker that beat him. I totally disagree. But yeah, he should carry it. It should be decisive. 8-4 is the minimum. It might be 9-3, man. I'll tell you the truth. So that's where I'm at with it. Okay, now we're gonna take a quick look backwards, you know, in the rearview mirror, to reflect on Jarrell Miller and Pero, because I haven't had a chance to speak on that. But before I get to that, before I share that tab, we going quickly talk about, and I mean quickly talk about the Wardley Dubois undercard. Shit is trash. Is that enough? Okay, let me share the screen again. That's all I feel about that shit. And maybe y'all can call me a casual. I don't know these motherfuckers. I expected a lot more, but maybe they put all the fight or all the bread rather into the main event. So hey, that's where I'm at with it. Okay, y'all can see that. Let's go. This is the highlights. Shout out to the Zone, fair use, of Miller and Pero 5 days ago. Yeah, 5 days ago.
Let's touch him up. Touch him up. Back to your corner.
Round one underway. This one's scheduled for 12. Straight left hand here in the early going from Lenier Pero.
Yeah, first two shots from Lenier Pero are body shots. That's something that has been a point of emphasis since he started working with Bob Santos. Become a better body puncher. He already had the skills from his Cuban pedigree all this time in the amateur ranks, but he has been teaching him to sit down those punches and aim downstairs to the body. And as you can see, even at 305, a lot of realistic.
Okay, so we're watching this in real time. I want to get everyone's opinion. I'm about to pass the mic to my man Jay Money, who just pulled up. Shout out to you. Welcome to the stage. But before I do that, I do want to say that he's always entertaining. His output is super high. He's not bitch made like a lot of these modern day fighters you would accuse him of being, or the fans in general. I'm not saying you, but yeah, man, he's out there to put on a show. He knows he's not the best in the world, but he gonna thug it out. And he's just a big fucking Brooklyn motherfucker. But before I continue to play this, you got anything to say so far, J Money, or about the Benevidez or what I'm playing right now? If not, we're gonna keep cooking. Let's go.
State to work with Jarrell Miller.
Both these fighters are excellent body punchers, but I would think the faster hands and maybe the better body punching is with Pero. But Miller, excellent uppercuts. So once he gets on the inside, look for the uppercuts from Miller, and on the outside range for near Pero.
We're sneaking in some jabs there.
Yeah, he's pawing at the gloves of Pero. He's not really looking to land that shot. He's looking to get a reaction, a counter from Pero, before he can come back with something.
Big Chevy left hand there for Pero.
And he definitely came back with something there. Left hook, one of his best shots. That left hand around the guard.
I think Miller's been pretty dismissive of the power of Lenier Pero, but 8 knockouts in 13 fights, that's not nothing. And he's got some good wins. Victor Faust was a solid knockout win for Lenier Pero.
Pero's power
you can hear me now, CJ?
That's what it is. He'll hard. He's a big man. He's on speed.
Man, my mic is tripping. Yo, you can hear me now? Let me see. Let me try to figure this shit out.
The big difference is how often Pero targets the body.
Exactly, and that's his MO. Good body shot there by Pero, even though Miller landed a good left hook.
This is what opponents have found tricky with Pero. It's the power, but also that frame guard. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Right now, he is landing some heavy left hands.
Now, Jarrell Miller has kind of shook his head and smiled off a couple of these headshots, but they've had an impact. He's been buckled. A couple of times by those right hands.
Round 3 underway. Excellent early returns from Lenier Pero. Just landed a wicked left hand again in the opening 5 seconds of the round. And this is more of the bulldozer technique.
Mic check, mic check. You can hear me?
Big baby Miller using that 305-pound frame. To lean on Pero.
Can't pull down on the head, punch up, all right? Go. And that's a fight that I expect him to be successful in, where he uses his body. Use your side. Use that 50-pound.
Miller trying to swim his way to the inside, finding a path for an uppercut there.
Good shot.
Work here. Miller.
So Miller's a beast, bro. People keep hating on my boy, man, Big Baby Miller. I tell people, man, the dude could fight. He's entertaining. Look at this shit, man. Over 1,000 punches, bro. When the last time you seen a heavyweight do that? Yo, this shit is freezing up.
Head movement is actually pretty good here on Big Baby.
I bet.
You gotta make
Thank
it physical.
you,
Stay on the
I
inside.
wasn't
Don't
sure.
let Pero get you on the outside with the slightly quicker hands.
Miller now wailing away. Big sweeping hook.
So look at this dude, boy. He's just putting it on. Look at that. This guy can't move nowhere. It's a Cuban style right here, bro. This dude's a good fighter. His brother's a good fighter too. Like, and Big Baby's just putting it on him. Like, yeah, I definitely can't hear you, CJ. On my end, it shows the mute icon on your thing.
Still mind your defense.
First 2 rounds, he's
Like on the screen, I literally could see next to your name the mute icon, like right before the C in your name.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you now. You see, and the icon is gone. So I think you was muted.
I see you. Thank you. I don't know what happened. Maybe I had too much background. I'm right next to the airport, so sometimes when the volume get too loud, it'll just mute me automatically. But thank you.
Nah, it's all good. So good, bro.
You got anything to say about Benevidez or this Miller fight so far? I mean,
honestly, man, Miller. I always liked Miller. I always said I like Miller, and I think he's good. He's good for heavyweight boxing. He's just another contender up there. And this fight was good. Like, it was better than I expected. I actually had Pero winning a decision, not like I'm talking about like before. Like, that was my prediction going into the fight. Like, I saw the fight and clearly Miller won, but it was, it was good, man. Like, Miller did what I thought he could do. You know what I'm saying? Better than what he could do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was competitive. I'm glad you're standing on business and saying you had Petto going in, but
Yeah, I
yeah, that's what I'm
definitely.
saying. Like you can't shit on it after the fact. I'm glad you not. Like if it was a you know going in, you saw it as like a 50-50 or 60-40 at least. You can't say oh I wasn't shit after the fact. So yeah, I'm glad that you being real, man. Shout out J Money, man.
Facts, facts, man.
The, the
Got
link
to.
the link
Thank you.
is pinned at the top. Yeah, yeah. The link is pinned at the top. Anyone else who wants to pull up, go ahead. But I've proven I'm capable of carrying this bitch solo. Or Tuesday we had like 9 people on the panel. So either way, I'm okay. Let's go.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I'm down to join anytime.
Go ahead.
No, I said, no, I'm saying I'm down to join anytime. I was just a little caught up. Like I was, doing a couple of things, and what I mean, I'm settled down now, so we could talk. And about the
Gotcha.
Benevidez thing,
Okay.
man, I got
Oh,
Benevidez. You know what I'm saying? I think Benevidez gonna do that before we resume
yeah,
this. I
yeah.
think
Did,
Benevidez.
did you see the press conference footage I played earlier when he was talking shit? Did you see it?
Oh yeah, I didn't see it. I gotta check that. I'm gonna watch your
Okay,
screen.
well,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
play
I'm
it
gonna
back.
briefly recap it, and then I want you to weigh in. Again, obviously, my opinion is gonna be there. I fuck with Benavidez heavy, but he
Yeah,
don't got the mouthpiece to really sell it because Zurdo, while he can speak English, it's limited, right? He's just gonna say the basic things. Oh, he's a
yeah,
great fighter. I'm a great fighter. We're gonna get it in. So, in
yeah,
my opinion, it was up to Benavidez to really sell this shit, and he undersold it. That's the only criticism I have of him. But no, definitely in the ring, I expect him to get it in. Again, like a 8-4 affair is what I'm thinking, because moving
yeah.
up 25 pounds and stopping a nigga, a unified champion, that's not easy work. I don't care what
Facts,
nobody says. But yeah,
facts.
that's where I'm at with it. But to put a bow on it, and I want you to talk about all this shit, your reflection on all this. He said that Canelo was basically bitch made for taking on
Mm,
M. Billy next. Like, who wants to see that? Is what he actually said. He didn't say bitch made. That's I'm
that's
putting
real.
words in his mouth. But yeah. He said that no one wants to see Canelo and Billy. So I want you to
That's
speak on
facts.
any and all of that. Go ahead, man.
Facts. I honestly think that he's not wrong, man. You gotta understand this kid, he wasted 3 years of his career. Like that gripe is not coming from nowhere. This is not like a boo-boo Andre
Right.
situation where, they just existed in the same realm, but it wasn't like a business on the table. Like Benavidez
Mhm.
earned the shot to that title that Canelo was holding. And he was denied that shot for 3 years, had his run prolonged there because he could have moved up to light heavyweight sooner. He could have picked up a strap at middleweight, super
Right.
middleweight, moved up to light heavyweight. He could have already been doing so much more in his career, but wasted 3 years chasing Canelo all to get dicked around. That don't feel good. Remember, when he was gonna finally get the Canelo fight, they did it to him again. And they said that you now have to fight in Billy before we give you Canelo. So he was like, man, fuck this. It's either Canelo or I'm moving up. And that's when he moved up to fight Gavocic. You understand what I'm saying? But
And I
they
ain't mad
play
at
with
him.
that, and he's mad about that. Like
Yeah,
he's like, yo, damn, this dude. What do I got to do? I became his primary contender, like his mandatory contender. He had to fight me for 3 years. He avoided me,
right.
like that shit. I get his anger. You get what I'm saying? I understand why he's saying that. So to me, it's not bitterness like how people say. It's valid. So I'll tell you when it's
Okay.
some bullshit.
Okay.
But
I'm completely on board with you, champ. I couldn't agree more.
facts.
Let me ask you this, because this is always in the air in the boxing community, and I think I know, but for the sake of argument, for the people, where are you from and what ethnicity are you? Because niggas say people be hating, but go ahead, man. If you don't mind sharing that, I would like to know.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I tell you all that off. You know what I mean? Any personal identifiable
Okay,
information, I
that's
kind
fine.
of like to keep that
I'm
off
not trying to get
public.
you any hate. That's fine.
No, yeah,
That's
no,
cool.
I'll talk
Yeah,
to you, without all that
uh,
shit in Discord. Like we could get on the line and we could talk. I'll tell you all that. I don't give a fuck. But like as
yeah.
far as out there, like you know how it is. But like I said, before, like
No,
I'm heavy in the community, so I'm always everywhere. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be recognized. You feel me? Like I'm not
yo,
a
that's
public
actually
figure.
a great that's a great thing, because I learned the hard way not to put my information out here.
Oh,
Most
okay.
definitely.
Facts. But
No,
you
yeah,
know,
niggas hating,
I
man.
dig
I
it.
put like some sensitive like family shit out there, just thinking, okay, I'm a good person, so people are good in general. But no,
Mhm.
that is not the case.
Not the
So
case.
shout to you.
Exactly.
You a wise man, wiser than me. We're gonna keep
Appreciate
cooking on these highlights.
for
But yeah,
sure.
salute to you, man.
Knocks Jarrell Miller. The last two, he's just hanging against the ropes, letting Jarrell Miller put pressure. That is not the way to win the fight if you're Lenier Perro. 38-38 on my scorecard.
Perro doing some good work here on the inside, but again, if these are 50-50.
Okay, real quick. This is good infighting. He was definitely working them uppercuts and them body shots. Let's go.
Changes, let's say, the optics are in favor of Miller.
Big baby Miller just looked at me and gave me a nod. And I gotta agree right now. I love what I'm seeing from Miller. I mean, this is what happens when a fighter's back against the ropes. When he
Yeah, he wasn't putting a lot into him, but he was piecing him up, right? He was tapping him constantly. That's what I'm talking about, his volume. He's not like
The
trying to
triple
lay you
hooks.
out like a Wilder, but the nigga got the volume to really put you, make you think about when you're gonna throw. How you
And
feel
them
about that?
shits hurt. Them shits hurt right there. They don't
Lord,
look
listen
like they
else.
hurt, but that's a big dude right there, cracking you with 3 repeated hooks in the same spot. Like
Insane.
they hurt. Like this dude's like Dr. Robotnik, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just plowing forward and you can't move him backward. Like there's no backward motion there. So you have to be able to do that with force. That's how Dubois did it. He did it with power. Like he had to like match the energy. You understand what I'm saying? If you couldn't do that, that's why nobody else was able to do it. Like he smothered Andy Ruiz the same way. Andy Ruiz put Joshua out. You understand what I'm saying? Like he didn't put him to sleep.
And you
but,
really
you know,
brought it full circle because if you recall, that was supposed to be Jarrell Miller's fight in New York. He was on Breakfast Club and all type of interviews promoting the fight, and then the nigga popped. So that's full circle, exactly. From Jarrell Miller to Andy Ruiz to Joshua. Yeah, that would have been interesting if they had actually got it in.
For sure.
Damn,
And
7 years ago. But yeah.
And it's crazy because Miller, the whole time he been solid, bro. It's just, he had that controversy and people go through that. Like fighters go through that. Me, I'm of the opinion that since fighting is a gladiator sport, they should allow PEDs. Allow them shit.
Now you tripping. Now you tripping.
Listen,
because
listen.
motherfuckers' lives and livelihoods are
No,
on the
listen.
line.
Listen.
Hold on. No.
check
I'm gonna
it
let
out.
you go. I'm gonna let you go. And
Yeah.
I don't never mute
Yeah.
nobody unless they have
For sure.
background noise. So just because you disagree don't mean I'm gonna mute you.
Yeah,
up.
for
I'm not
sure.
listening to shit. But
For
I gotta say this off motherfucking top. Since someone's life is on the line and their livelihood, their ability to provide for their family or be fucking brain dead, no,
listen.
no,
I hear you.
motherfucking no. There ain't no argument you
I
can
get it.
present that make me
No,
agree with that.
I
But
hear
go
you.
ahead. I'll pass the mic.
I
I
hear you.
promise. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna mute myself. Go ahead.
No. You ain't gotta do that, bro. We mature here, man. You know what I'm saying? This is mature shit. We could talk, bro. Like you ain't gotta mute up. The whole point is, I say that because people need certain shit, like TRT. You know what I'm saying? In certain instances, motherfucker can't get that because it might break a rule or something like that, or whatever it is, or a motherfucker might need it to recover from something or whatever. It's not just to be Hercules out there, but at the end of the day, to be your best self, right? I feel like as long as you disclose it, so everybody discloses it, you see what I'm saying? Like Keyshawn Davis just took a no contest because of some weed, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like they consider that a PED. Like that would be one of the PEDs. I'm telling you would be. I mean, just fuck that. Like it's bud.
Now,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't mean to. I'm not trying to shit on you.
I don't mean like steroids in your ass. I mean like things you gotta like disclose to the commission. Like you gotta let them know. Like I took this, I took that. You know what I'm saying? And both could do it.
And let's go back and forth, but you got to give me a chance to respond.
My bad. I was just making my point. My bad.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I'm sorry to step on you. I did kind of cut you off, but weed and PEDs is definitely two different things. I'll tell you, I never whooped the nigga's ass because I was high. I'll tell you that right now. But okay, you do make an interesting point. See, I'm trying to be fair about this. You said as long as it's disclosed ahead of time and the opponent agrees to it. That is interesting because if you agree to it, then I guess all bets are off. I'm just saying, I would rather the sport be clean. I don't want
Me
niggas to
too.
fucking be dying in the ring.
Me too. And that's
So-
how you make it clean. That's how you make it clean. That's how you remove the dishonesty and you create transparency, because all you got to do is just say, yo, look, I'm on this, I'm taking this, and then he could do it too, or he doesn't have to fight you or whatever it is. But you a fighter at the end of the day. Like, you understand what I'm saying? You are fighting. What I wouldn't condone is adding shit to your hand wraps. You know, shit like that. Like that, nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that.
No,
But
I feel that. Damn, that's
as
like
long as
it's
it's
an angle I never heard presented before. So I'm glad you brought that up. If you disclose the shit and the opponent agrees, well, then what? But no,
and
I
you
don't.
can
I don't
do
want
it
to
too.
see dudes because I've seen too much. I've seen the devil too many times. I don't want to see dudes be devastated for life. Like
No,
sometimes
for
worse
sure.
than just dying off top would be to be compromised mentally for the end, the rest of your life. So I can't
I
do
hear
it.
you.
And I can't
I
go
hear
there.
you.
That's an interesting point.
What I'm saying is it's the transparency factor, right? Now people not gonna hide it. Now people gonna come clean and be like, yeah, I'm on this. Yeah, I'm on that. Yeah, I take this. Yeah, I take that. And now you could take whatever you want. You understand what I'm saying? Like Ryan Garcia can take all the Ostarine he wants. Doesn't have to hide it. Doesn't have to pretend like he got
Nothing for
caught.
me.
You understand what I'm saying? Like the whole point is
I do.
it's even playing field now, because all right, you on that shit. Now I'm gonna take this shit. Now we really gonna go crazy with it. You get what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, performance enhancing drugs, what they do is they enhance your performance, right? But at the end of the day, you know, you just still performing, right? You still have to perform. You get what I mean? So
yeah,
you include this and y'all all agree, then it's like whatever, all bets off. People used to fight in the streets. You understand what I'm saying? With
I fought in the
you know,
streets.
like I don't know, like
I feel you.
I
However,
don't know.
again, no. You're the perfect like devil's advocate. Not, I'm not calling you the devil, but you know
No,
that's a
I hear what
good
you're
back and
saying.
forth with me. We having a good chop.
For
Okay,
sure.
so I'm gonna cut this off, man. I may be freestyling this shit as I go along. I'm a brand new
Yeah.
content creator. Shout out to y'all. Pause for the cause, please like and subscribe. If you feel so inclined, donate to that Cash App. I got a few people already on it. I've just been doing it for the past week. $ CJ Rich 2026. But I think we can all agree that Miller carried, not carried, but he essentially it was decisive, right? There was no question in anyone's mind that Miller did this. So with that being said, I'm gonna move on to the next thing. I got Sugar Ray Leonard talking about the greatness of Inoue, and obviously no one could question Sugar Ray Leonard's credentials, right? So let me
For
blow
sure.
this up, and I'm gonna let him speak on it.
Nice.
Let's go. Fair use. Who is hold on. Fighters Corner. This is their
Shout
content.
out.
We just commentate
Shout
on it.
out.
Shout out Fighters Corner. Yep. Let's go.
Guy, good fighter. He has all the qualities.
What does it take to be pound for pound king?
Duck.
He's a Inoue. He's
a color hair. No, he is good.
21-0.
Beast. Inoue is a beast, bro. You muted again, CJ. I don't know what happened, but I see the icon again next to your name.
God damn, these airplanes. My bad, y'all. Fair use, fair use. But I wanted to say this real quick that I like the way they put together this production. Shout out Fighters Corner again. But they had the little soundbite up front. They got the background music, making it dramatic. I like how you do this shit.
Facts.
Fair use. You heard that, right?
No, I heard you say it now, like after you corrected it, and it's true. I agree. Like I like their presentation.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna keep cooking. Damn, that mute thing is okay.
Undefeated. He's a 3-division champion. He's a big puncher. He was champion 112.
Bam, a puncher. He is good.
Who's that? Inoue. He's Japanese.
Good. His placements and everything.
Footwork.
Yeah.
Defense.
Who could take advantage of that attitude, of that style, and what it presents as far as opportunities when you're as technical as Inoue is in placing punches in the act and hard punches in such an accurate way. But
Sugar Ray Leonard believes that Naoya Inoue stands as the best pound-for-pound fighter today, recognizing other great fighters, but still placing Inoue above them due to his skill, dominance, and consistency.
So who's the pound-for-pound king now, Crawford or Inoue, after the fights that we have seen recently? It's been some good ones.
How can you not say yes? But you know, they all are nice. They all are very, let's say, experienced. Put it this way, I like what I see.
Wade Clemens says that Naoya Inoue has a relentless fighting style, never giving up even after being dropped, rising stronger, pushing forward, and delivering thrilling, exciting performances that fans truly love.
You muted. Oh, no, now you're not. No.
Yeah. I got it. I got it.
Cool.
I had to keep. Again, I'm right next to the airport. It just keeps doing that. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on it. Thank you for letting me know. But I wanted to say that yes, that's a major criticism, or one of the main things I hear is, oh, he's been dropped before. Yeah, he's chinny, but he gets back up and thugs it out and stops the other motherfucker, doesn't he? So I don't think that's too valid. It is something to consider. And that's why I'm like 60-40, to be for real. Maybe like 65-35. That's more accurate. In favor of Inoue going into this Nakatani fight. But it is possible. I mean, what if the nigga gets hurt to the point where he can't recover? But so far, he has shown an ability to take a shot, get dropped, come back and thug it out, and not even fucking, not be shook about it. So go ahead. You got any thoughts about that? That's a major criticism of Inoue, that he might be chinny.
I mean, I don't think he's chinny. I think that when you fight the best back to back like that, you're gonna get hit. Like Inoue could fight somebody and you could be like, who the fuck is that? And then you look him up and you're like, oh, he's like the champion here, like #1 there, like rank. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
he's
because
a beast.
You don't pay attention to the lower weight classes, so that's a big reason that people
exactly like
opponents.
And he fought 4 times. He fought 4 elite fighters in his realm 4 times last year. You understand what I'm saying? Who else is doing that? These type of things, they matter. And then when you do things like that, you're gonna get hit, bro. Like the best of the best, you're gonna get hit, and that don't make him chinny. Like he comes back. People that are chinny don't come back, bro. Like not every time. It happened too many times. If the chin was a problem, these are power punchers doing it to him. These are people that some of them was kind of bigger than him. You know what I'm saying? And
I feel
what he did, he came back and put that twerking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know who he reminds me of in that regard, and only in that regard alone? My favorite boxer of all time, Felix Trinidad. You would drop Trinidad and he'll just get up and knock you out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if there's a guy who dropped him that he didn't stop. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if there's a guy who put him down that he didn't come back up off that ground and knock his ass out, besides Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? Because, that was that. But outside of that, he was knocking dudes out. Everybody at 147. So, the point is,
it didn't look like he was hitting that hard, but you saw the effect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, in a way, it reminds me of that. So I don't think he's chinny at all. I don't agree with that critique. That's what they say.
Cool. Thanks for weighing in.
Chinny people don't recover like that.
Of watching, look at him and you go, oh, well, if you got dropped in your career, you're not as good as Floyd ever was. Like, I hate that kind of stuff because Floyd also wasn't out here TKOing and KOing motherfuckers late into his career like I assume that Inoue is going to do, or that the more aggressive fighters will do, right? And again, nothing against Floyd. He's one of, if not the greatest boxer ever. All I'm saying is being dropped in this fight doesn't take away from the pound-for-pound talks for me. Like, people are going to say, oh, well, Bud never got dropped in his...
Hold on. Again, I'm going through this in real time. Is he insinuating that he might get dropped in this fight? That's very interesting. Okay.
Possibly. I think he is, but
okay,
I
doesn't
think
really
he's
take anything away from what I think is
He's prefacing it. He's prefacing the idea that it's not going to take away from his number one status. People are going to use that to knock him, you know, to be like, oh, well, he got dropped.
Yeah. I get the context. Yeah, good point. Let's go.
special thing that Inoue is doing here and why I believe he deserves to be in that pound for pound conversation. He may not be number one. He may not be number two. Depending on where you place him, I still think the heavier weight classes do, no pun intended, weigh a little more just because the natural population of the world is that size. So you're going to get more people that are probably a little bit more skilled based on the numbers of people that walk around at that weight, that participate in the sport, that become high level at the sport. But it does not take away from what Inoue is doing.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. says Naoya Inoue should come to America and fight, calling him a hell of a good fighter.
Yeah, fought twice. Donaire. So Donaire was giving him fits in the first fight. And if I'm not mistaken, Donaire was somewhere close to 40 or 40 years old when he fought him the first time. Whereas he was in his 20s.
This reflects strong respect coming from one of boxing's most dominant and undefeated champions ever. Mayweather's comments.
I ain't gonna lie, shout out to Fighters Corner, but dude sounds like AI. But you seen him talking in real time, so I guess it's not. That shit is hilarious. He sound like AI. Yeah, shout out Fighters Corner.
Highlight Inoue's elite skill, global reputation, and growing recognition as one of the top fighters in modern boxing across all divisions.
You should have knocked him out in the first fight, fighting the guy. You know, like I said before, you know, at that age. What I need Inoue to do is, I need him to come fight in the U.S., random blood and urine testing. I think he's a hell of a fighter. A hell of a fighter. I won't take nothing away from him. Hell of a fighter. You know? And I like him because I see he take a lot of my stuff from my playbook.
Teddy Atlas explains that Naoya.
Yo, hold on. I gotta stop it right there before we move on to Teddy Atlas' opinion. This motherfucker, I can't back up. This motherfucker is wild and say, oh, I've seen him take a lot of stuff from my playbook. Okay, you regretted a lot of things. I don't think he's trying to emulate Floyd. I do not see that in the ring. Maybe Pretty Boy? Is that what he's alluding to? But as far as which you got your name in, the Money Mayweather, the welterweight era, nah, champ. I don't see that. But anyway, I think he's just on his own D. I censored myself because he's trying to say, oh, the nigga taking shit out of my playbook. How you feel about that, G Money?
I don't think he's taking any plays out of Mayweather's book at all. Like, this dude don't fight nothing like Floyd, in my opinion. Floyd was a master in there. He wasn't getting touched or dropped like that. Like, maybe that's just a fighter thing.
Let me ask you this. I'm gonna let you land. Promise. But how old are you? I do need to ask that.
I'm pushing the big 4-0.
Okay. So you did see Pretty Boy as well as Money. Okay, I just want to get that context.
I saw his whole career. I saw his first pro fight against Robert Apodaca. You look it up right now. That was his first opponent, Robert Apodaca. He stopped him with a body shot. Mayweather did.
Name. That can't be a real fight. I ain't seen that.
I'm telling you. No, look it up. You can do it right now in real time. You see, I said it right off the head. I don't have his record pulled up or nothing. Real time.
I respect your opinion. I'll take your word for it. But yeah, I will look it up later.
For sure. And I think that Floyd's kind of off with this one. But you know, it is what it is. Like, if that's what he's saying, I ain't gonna knock it. He's the fighter, right? But I don't see it, right? I see something else in this dude. Like, he's his own animal. It's Inoue. Right. He doesn't really remind me of nobody.
Okay. Good. Fair use. Shout out Fighters Corner. Let's continue.
Inoue is on a path similar to Manny Pacquiao, though moving up weight classes brings challenges that could test his limits despite his incredible potential.
Journey, going towards like a Pacquiao. I don't know if he can go that many weight classes. There is a limit to your body structure, to your skeleton, to your, the size that you can properly handle that extra weight and still be efficient and effective in this game. There is a limit. Another great fight, he didn't do as many, but Lomachenko. And you saw, he won at 3 different weight classes. And then you saw a limit to how far up he could go, I think. And then Crawford is a great example.
Timothy Bradley says that after watching Naoya Inoue defeat Marlon Tapales, he strongly believes.
Fair use. Okay, Tony Atlas is pretty much on point. In general, I would say. I know Marco don't like him, but I do. Maybe it's my Tyson bias, but that was a good take. Jumping out the window. Let's continue going. They're going to talk about Tim Bradley.
Believes Inoue is the best fighter in boxing today. Bradley adds that Inoue is clearly the #1 pound-for-pound boxer in the world, praising his dominance, precision, and ability to break down elite opponents across multiple.
Boom Bop, let me ask you this, J Money. Do you consider him #1 pound-for-pound right now?
I mean, honestly, it's hard to not give it to Usyk, but he's #2. Like, I would give him #2 for sure. Like, Shakur,
I'm right
maybe
there on
#3.
your same page. I'm glad you said that. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Jim. Because, he did it at Cruiser. He beat all the top heavyweights. I mean, what the fuck? I hate the kickboxer fight, but I can't take nothing from him. So, yeah, I got Usyk #1 and Inoue #2. Good take.
Exactly. He did it at the heavyweight division. It's hard to do that,
Indeed, because you could be outweighed by hella pounds. It's not a limit.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go. Fair use, Fighters Corner. Shout out to you.
Multiple weight divisions with consistency and control.
I think the speed, just the athleticism of the explosiveness, the speed, the hand-eye coordination, everything that comes with Inoue, man. It just was too much. Just too much. I told you, I was a great athlete. However, Manny Pacquiao was a better athlete. I told you. Crawford is a fantastic athlete. He's a better athlete than Canelo. I told you, that was the difference too. Same thing here. As Inoue travels up divisions, right?
Okay, so Tim Bradley, fair use, is attributing it to athleticism. I'm not 100% on board with that. I've seen a higher ring IQ and the thug factor, if you will. He's willing to go out there and put it on the line, take one to give one. But I wouldn't say athleticism necessarily over Nakatani. But I'm gonna let him cook. Unless you got something to say, J Money, I'm gonna keep it on.
No, yeah, I'm gonna listen to what he got to say.
Okay, let's go.
He's gonna meet that athlete that's gonna be just as athletic as him. Right now, off the top of my head, I don't know who that guy is, right? But that's when the size is gonna become a factor for him. I remember saying this about Lomachenko years ago. And everybody was just like, man, you hating, you hating.
Michaela Mayer and Sean Porter both expressed strong admiration for Naoya Inoue, stating that he is currently the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. They recognize his dominance, skill, and consistent performances against top-level competition across the...
Shut up, Fighters Coin, but there's no way this is not AI. His voice is so corporate.
Visions. However, they also believe that for Inoue to further cement his legacy globally, he should come to America and take on big-name fighters. Competing on the biggest stage against elite opponents in the United States would give him even more exposure, allowing a wider audience to fully appreciate his talent and greatness.
How do you compare him to everybody fighting him?
No, I think he's definitely up there pound for pound. I mean, he's super explosive. He's stopping everybody.
Yeah.
He's a little bit less of a presence here in the United States, so it's hard to really follow him and become a huge fan. But no, definitely rate him. He's a great fighter.
You feel like he has to come here to the States?
I mean, this is he's obviously doing a great job in Japan, right? He doesn't necessarily need to. He's making the money. He's gonna, he's doing what he's got to do.
Yeah.
But there's a difference. I think there's something special about making it in the United States. It's a little bit more difficult. It's a harder market. So it's a challenge.
Yeah.
It's a challenge. If you really made it, you've made it in the United States.
You've had 2 fights in England?
I've had 2 years of fighting in England.
2 years of fighting.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
So you done? You done?
Well, unless I have to down the line.
Yeah.
But for now, yeah, back in America.
How was that experience opposed to fighting here in the States?
I really.
I'm gonna let it play again. It's my first time. I do this shit in real time. I don't preview any of this shit. I just see the topics and I tap in with y'all. I'm gonna let her go for a little bit longer, but this shit is getting kind of dry. So if she don't wrap it up, I'm gonna move on. There he is.
liked it. The UK audience really took well to me.
Paulie Maligne-Aji gives a detailed breakdown of why Naoya Inoue is such an exciting and elite fighter. He explains that when Inoue finds himself in trouble or even gets dropped, he does not become defensive or cautious. Instead, he increases his aggression, stepping forward with a strong, purposeful jab and looking to close the distance on his opponent. Maligne-Aji emphasizes that unlike many fighters who try to survive tough moments by avoiding exchanges, Inoue actually looks for more contact.
Let me get defensively safer and make sure I win this fight. Which, of course, dude, somebody like me would try that. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, it was tough, but I was looking for, the less contact approach, right? Inoue looked for more contact after getting dropped, and this is what makes him fun. He gets up, he starts with that power jab. First and foremost on the jab, I thought the issue Cardenas had was he wasn't jabbing with Inoue. You don't want to hook with the hooker, even though Cardenas' hook is a very good left hook in and of itself. You don't want to hook with the hooker, but even though Cardenas was trying to hold tight and whip left hooks in there, but you got to at least jab with the jab. Because once Inoue made that adjustment, started power jabbing, it was almost like it was an imbalance there. Now Inoue's jab was coming back from the jab straight punches side from Cardenas, and those jabs were busting up Cardenas and moving him back, and it allowed Inoue to start walking him down. And what happens when you got him on the back foot? Now you can start putting some combinations behind the jab.
He establishes a powerful jab.
Okay, that's cool. That's enough. Anyway, you got anything to say before we move on to the next topic and really close out the show?
I mean, honestly, I think they on point with Inoue. Like, I think Inoue got a lot of skill though. Like there's skill in there. There's fundamental skill in there. Because like they said, he goes back to his jab. It's a strong jab. He works behind it. He knows how to set up his shots. Very accurate. Doesn't really waste much. Like the guy could fight. He's all action. You know what I'm saying? The guy that beats him is gonna be one bad motherfucker. Like Nakatani does it, I don't know. Like I'll be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a close fight. I got it like really close, very close, but I still expect Inoue to pull it out by decision. I wouldn't even be surprised at the draw because I could see a lot of close.
Real quick, before I pass the mic to Steph Brown, salute to you for pulling back up. I want a percentage from you, J Money. What percentage? You said you expect Inoue to win, but how confident are you? Like a percentage?
I would say 55-45. Like just barely. Like I said, I could see a draw. I could see a draw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's right there, but at the same time, I do expect Inoue to figure it out, to find ways to do his thing, like he's a problem. But
indeed,
Nakatani to box, though.
I do
That's
too.
the
I
problem.
think I said 60-40. Yeah.
Yeah, like Nakatani's a problem, though. You get what I'm saying? That's the only thing. Like it's hard to even settle on that, right? Because the fight is that close, but I gotta go with Inoue by decision.
I understand. We did see vulnerability only in Nakatani's last fight, but I understand what you're saying. Yo, shout out my man Steph Brown. What's up with you, champ?
Yo,
Glad you
Steph,
pulled
what
back
up?
up. What's going on?
What's up, man? What's up? Hey, CJ, I'm loving this, man. I'm loving this. You see what Marco started? You got, we kind of, you got your own thing. I mean, you've always had your own thing, but it's good that, we all met. And then, what do you know? Some of that crowd over there, we're building over here with CJ now.
Is over here, exactly. Yeah, salute. That's my main shit. It's from right now. Is it from Marco and Johnny? I'll acknowledge that. Shout
Yeah, I'm proud of you, man. Keep it up. Keep it up. Good week. And what's up, Jay? What's up, man? I remember me, but I remember you over there as well.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you.
Hey, man. I'm a pretty big Naoya guy. I've been following him very, very long time, since his first really fight over here in America, when he fought Benevidez over there, Puerto Rican. So I'm kind of biased in this sense, but I got him stopping Junto Nakatani, and I saw Junto fight back in I think that was 2021 when he was in San Antonio. I can't remember what card that was, but he was down there. Oh, it was when Bam beat SSR. Junto was there, and I got to sit there and chop it up with him about 5 minutes. But yeah, I got Naoya stopping him, man. Why? Because I just think most opponents really underestimate Naoya Inoue, man. He's kind of he's a real special talent, man. He can kind of do it all. He's got the power, he's got the boxing ability, he's got the footwork, he's got the toughness. We've seen him vulnerable. We've seen him on the mat a couple times. And I just think most people, or I'll say this, all the opponents that he's fought thus far has not been able to keep up with his speed, man. His speed is just unreal, even as he's gotten older, and he's slowed down a little bit here. But just to kind of even give more details on with the speed, he can change up his punches, man. You know, when they attack you, you don't know how fast it's going to come. He can hit you slow, he can hit you fast, he can hit you medium, and it's just so quick. I don't want to say I don't think Junto is ready for that. I just think he's going to be in a world of surprise, man. That's all. And they probably already sparred, I'm sure. You know, all them boys over there be sparring at the Ohashi gym at one point or another. But it should be a good fight as long as it lasts. I think he gets stopped. If the fight goes the way I think it's going to go, he probably gets stopped between round 7 and 9. Because this is a big fight, man.
Okay, I was gonna ask you that.
The advertisements over there in Tokyo, Osaka, everywhere, man. The whole island is jumping. They're ready for it. Everywhere you walk, drive, Uber, whatever, you see those two faces. It's a battle of the rising suns.
Oh, word up.
They ready, we ready. And yeah, I got no stopping him. It's gonna be crazy.
Let me ask you this, Steph. You remember Mo Burns from Marco Boxing?
Yes.
Yeah, he's over there. He's in Japan. He went out there for the fight. He's a globetrotter.
I think I was over there one time when he said he was going to be going to it. So yeah, good for him, man. That is what's up.
Absolutely.
I'm interested to know how much those tickets were. But right on, man. Enjoy
me
that.
too. I have to ask him. Yeah, good question.
Enjoy.
But yeah, I mean, okay, you expect a stoppage. Oh, damn, I haven't even thought about that. Interesting.
Yeah,
I'll give y'all my official prediction later this week, but okay.
One more little nugget. I think, the taller guys, I mean, Junto's not that much taller than him, but he is taller than him, almost about a head taller than him, it seems. Prime position, man. Go look at that. I think Jamie McConnell fight when Naoya whooped his ass. That British guy took his belt. Much bigger than him, taller than him, and he just chopped him down, bro. I kind of see that happen.
And I think TJ Doheny.
I'm not really going off Junto's last fight. I think he was bloated. I think he was just out of shape, man, and probably just had a bad weight cut, it seems. And he was just struggling real bad. And he's trained very hard for this upcoming fight. I've been kind of watching some of the extras on them. But I think he gets stopped, no doubt.
Well,
interesting.
TJ Doheny was also bigger, and he did his thing. He stopped him too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't think size is going to matter that much. I think you're right on that. I think the size ain't going to play as much of a part as I'm thinking it is.
Nah, he's good, man. It's just his punching power, punch placement. And he just don't stop, man. And it seems like if you make him mad enough, man, he'll go off on you. And it's not going to be pretty.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Okay,
I still think it's close. I still think it'll be a decision. Like, I was thinking majority decision, something like that, like close. But, I could see that, though.
I'm not mad at that. I'm kind of making the whole all Japanese thing a big deal. There was so much talk of Junto here in the last 2 years of fighting Naoya, and here we are. So It's a big deal, man. I wouldn't be surprised if it would be a decision either. You know, he's an excellent fighter. But like I said, I'm a little biased, Jay. So
I'm leaning towards decision, but I'm gonna consider what you had to say. No, that's good. Okay, so we're gonna close it up with this, man. We're going O'Shaquie Foster is talking shit about Ray Ford and how he's gonna shit on him. So fair use. I can't believe I gotta give a shout out to this Mr. Versace in Ring Magazine. But can y'all see it? Oh, hold on. I gotta switch it up.
Not yet. Now we can see it. Okay.
Hey, what's that guy's name? That guy right there. What's his name? I forget.
Mr. Versace, and I got it on mute, so let me rewind it. Well, that's why he goes by. Obviously, it's not his actual government name. But Mr. Versace, Ring Magazine, O'Shaquie Foster.
Rick Spencer, right?
Huh?
He's been around for fucking ever, man.
I haven't seen him until recently. I didn't even know that.
Nah, man. He go back and look at them old Floyd fights, old Oscar De La Hoya fights.
Just in the ring, he happens to be around. Yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah, he's around at the pressers and everything. He's around.
That's very interesting. Oh yeah, he's tapped in. Hey, shout out to him. Fuck it. Let's go.
Were you expecting this fight? Was Ray like on your mind? Like this will be the first guy fight in 26, or did it come a little bit out of left field?
No, it didn't come. I don't feel like it came out of left field, but I mean, he wasn't just like our main target. Just really, I didn't care. I told Brody, like, we were so good my last fight. Like, I was like, man, I don't care who it is. Like, it's gonna be a problem for him.
Now, in some of your fights, to the viewing eye, it looks like you won decisively the majority of the rounds. Doesn't always come that way on the scorecards. Do you think, based on some of your experiences with the scorecards and judges, this fight in particular, you have to win every round decisively?
Well, let me say this. I fuck with Foster. I do expect him to win this fight. I'm going strong as 70-30. I think he's just more. I mean, I'm the eye test guy, right? I'll reiterate that over and over. And I've seen a higher level from him than I've seen from Ray Ford. I mean, he thugged it out with Nick Ball, but I think O'Shaquie got this. But I'm gonna let him speak on this. Anyone want to chime in before we continue to go, or I can just keep playing?
I think that Foster wins against Ford as well, and I see it. I see it maybe a little closer, a little 60-40, but clear though. You know what I'm saying? He's a good fighter.
Understood.
Yeah,
Steph, you want to speak on it?
Yeah, man, I'll let you play. I'll be quick. Man, Foster about to. Let me say this. I like Raymond Ford a lot. I like me some Savage a lot. I saw him fight right before he had that big Matchroom fight. I think that was that Nick Ball? I think it was, where they had that crazy fight.
Yep.
But then he's kind of struggled with the weight, with the discipline and whatnot. But moving forward, he's about to get embarrassed, gentlemen. He's probably about to get stopped. Foster is levels above him.
Thank you. Okay, see, great minds think alike. And I fuck with Seth Brown.
I just think he's gonna try hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see Ford being aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Looking for, and judges tend to score for that. Because think about it. Foster beat Conseca the first time, and why didn't they give it to him? They didn't give it to him because aggression, like, you know. And Ford is, if nothing else, going to be aggressive. Like I don't see him getting stopped. Like that's you know. Hey, listen, that's what's up. If you think that,
well, that aggression would probably lend
that's
him to
amazing.
being stopped. Let me just say that real quick. That
for
aggression
sure.
might lend itself. That style might lend it to him being more exposed. So I can't say.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. O'Shaquie stopping this kid, that would be amazing. Like if he did that, it's fact. But I see a clear decision. And again, judges tend to favor aggression. They did it to O'Shaquie once. It happened once, you know how them judges be, man. So
I feel you, Champ.
We'll see.
Okay. That's cool. We're going to continue with this. I'm glad we're closing on this. This is cool. Yeah.
I wouldn't say in this fight particularly. I say in every fight going forward. That's what I got from the first Conceição fight, and the second Conceição fight is, dominate from the start of the bell and to the end, to the end. So, all them low moments that I was having in fights, all that's dead. We fixed that and we focused the whole fight now.
There's sometimes when the fight ends and
Okay, I'll say this real quick, and I'll let y'all respond in a bit, but real quick, fair use. But no, that's great insight. He's saying that he self-reflected and said all those low moments I had in fights where I wasn't as motivated or wherever the case may be. We worked on that mentally and physically. Cool. Shout out to you, man. I understand the process, the mental process of an athlete. Let's go. I'm gonna let y'all talk in a second, though.
And you hear something like a split decision or something like that, you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
What's going on? I thought I won 10 out of 12 rounds.
Yeah, facts. We ain't doing that no more. Everything gonna be a wipeout now.
So is this fight, is this more of like a proving fight or a separating fight, you would say?
I'm sorry, what was that? I want you to be able to speak. What was that?
I said I'm having audio issues. I'm gonna go back out and come back in. 1 second.
Oh, okay. All right. Shout out Steph. Yeah, please. Let's go.
I would say both. Because a lot of people do rate his skills and what he doing over there with Shakur and them real highly. So I feel like that, and it'll push, like I said, I feel like it'll push me to another level. Like Shakur said, if I give him a chance, so I'm gonna beat this guy, and then so like I said, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Now, speaking of Shakur, you've said if Shakur comes back.
Okay. After this, after he speaks on Shakur, then I want you to chime in, J Money, but we're gonna keep cooking. Fair use. Shout out to Ring Magazine and Mr. Versace.
To 135, you'll take that fight with both hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he kind of set himself up with this fight. He said, this is man's. He said he ain't giving him an opportunity till he gets. I give him an opportunity. Well, here go his opportunity. After I crush him, I don't want to, the fans, everybody, you're going to have to stand on your word. So.
What did you take away from Shakur's last fight with Teofimo?
I thought it was a great performance. I don't know what T.O. was doing, for real, but I thought it was a great performance.
Did you see anything in there that T.O. did right, where you said, I think that might be an angle that works for me?
Nigga, no, even he doesn't believe that. Okay, so that's the perfect time to pause. You're going to finish out this little Shakur T.O. analysis, but I want both of y'all to speak on what he says so far. He said Shakur had a great, because that's what he was looking for next. That's what we're alluding to. That's what we're closing out on. He said he wants Shakur next after he gets forward, and he can fuck with him. I'm not going to put that much sauce on it. I'm glad the young man is confident, but I say all that to say this. Shakur and T.O., Versace is asking if you saw anything you could emulate in that fight. I'm going to say, fuck no. And y'all can speak on anything we heard in the past 10 minutes. Go ahead.
Honestly, man, I think that would be the best fight for Shakur to take right now. Like, think about it. There's no clear opponent for him right now. Who's the clear next guy that Shakur Stevenson should face? Who's available? Who's actually realistic? And he could fight. Who got something worth it that is worth taking? It's O'Shaquie. There's history there. You know what I'm saying? He's actually gonna fight the guy who Shakur said, if you give him a shot, I'll give you a shot. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to see that. Whether it's realistic or not, who knows? I don't know. Like, we'll see what Shakur says. But O'Shaquie is a good fighter. You understand what I'm saying? He's a good fighter. He gonna give anybody trouble. Everybody. Everybody gonna have a problem with him. Even Shakur gonna have like a tactical time. He gonna have to box his way and figure it out, right? It's gonna come down to rounds. And I expect Shakur to dominate.
Well, I would expect him to. It might be even as close as a 7-5. That's how highly I think of Foster. I know people don't believe him on that. But yeah, it might be a 7-5. But yeah, I would definitely, if I had to bet, you put a gun to my head, bet Shakur. Most definitely. But it might be as close as a 7-5. That's all I'm saying.
Like I could Shakur fighting him and then Murataya would be great. If he fought them two back to back, you fight Foster, take what he got, then you fight Murataya, take what he got. You know what I'm saying? Going and popping from there.
Thank you for putting a real bow on it, because that was something I skipped over earlier. I had it pulled up, but apparently Murataya and Shakur are going to do this, and this just came out yesterday. Let me pull
Oh
up
yeah,
the,
Man, CJ, Jay.
yes,
that should've-
Go ahead.
CJ, can you hear me?
I can't hear you. I can now.
You said you can? Okay, my bad. Man, that fight should have been happened. Both of these fights.
yeah, right.
Listen, man, I think Shakur's a hell of a fighter, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of him. Why? He's never fought the best in his respectable divisions. A lot of guys have been chopping the bits for him, and he's not the only one, man. I got smoke for other fighters, my favorite fighter, your favorite fighter. A lot of guys dance around that type of stuff, and I stay away from that, man. I would like to see the fight. Again, we should have been already seen the fight. Oshak has been on his behind. He's, as far as the correctable way, the rankings, all that type of stuff, should have been happening. Murataya, I mean, I think he's an average fighter. He's right there in the middle of the pack with a lot of dudes. Not saying he can't fight, but they've been circling the block around, meaning on the same promotional company for days. And here we are, we still spinning the block with Oshak and Ray. Look, man, Oshak is nice. He can he can do it all too. Power, speed, footwork, placement, style. It's kind of like ballet with all these guys. It's kind of what you like. Okay. But I really liked what he did in the Cool Boy Steph fight, and I actually chose Cool Boy Steph because I think Cool Boy Steph is a hell of a fighter, but he's undisciplined, and it definitely showed in that last fight. It was bloated, out of shape, and didn't take it seriously. And first round, man, he got punched in the face, and he wanted no smoke with Oshak. So, I mean, by the fourth round, he was looking into the crowd, trying to get out of there. He tuned out his trainer and everything. That lets you know. I'm telling you, man, go back and look at that. He wanted nothing. He wanted to get out of there. He did not want to fight. So that let me know that Oshak, as a champion coming in, he's serious. He all about it, man. And whenever he gets his chance against the top guy or the top guys, I'm sure he'll show out. I'm sure he's going to show out. Ray Savage, man, kind of going back to that fight. He, someone, I think it was Jay and you guys are saying his aggression, and CJ, you were saying that it might get him in trouble. Yeah, it's going to get him in trouble because Oshak knows how to box with that. He knows exactly how to box with dudes like that. So, looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a good stuff. And kind of, again, here I go, circling back again with Shakur. I mean, what is he doing? Who is he going? You said he's going to fight Murataya, right? Like, he chose that? He chose to fight that guy. All this shit this dude been talking, man, for all years thus far, that's who you chose?
Okay. Champ. I feel what you're saying, right? We wish they would thug it out like the fighters we grew up with, because I know if you're not in your 40s, you're at least in your 30s, like mid-30s is what I take you for. So I'm going to say all that.
Yeah, I'll be 37 this year.
Exactly. Yeah, I got a pretty good read. But niggas ain't trying to do that nowadays. And more to the point, I lost my train of thought. It'll come back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, these dudes, they're going to talk a lot of shit on Twitter. And then, you know, it's going to be something more reasonable. I say all that to say coming straight off Tio, because you know these dudes ain't tugging it out back to back. You know, like taking tough fights back to back, like back in the 90s was the most recent time I can say. I didn't expect a tough fight next up for him. That's really my point I wanted to land on. I expected a Murataya level fight, and I'm not shitting on Murataya, but obviously he doesn't want to he's not going to go Haney. He's not going to go to 147, man. It's just the game is the game. I've come to accept this shit, but that's where I'm at with it.
It's just these guys talk like they superstars, man, and that's just not true. It's just not true.
I mean, he never claimed he was gonna move to 147 at all. Like, so that's the thing. That's
I didn't say he was open to it though.
But like the thing is,
right. He you wanna know why he didn't say that? Because people like me will hold his feet to the fire. Damn right he didn't say that.
Yeah, like, and that's why I can't hold him to that, right? I can't be like, yo, he's this or that because he's not fighting Haney. He set his terms. Look, I'll fight the man. I'll do it at a weight where I feel comfortable. Like, I'm not 147. I shouldn't have to go all the way up there. I shouldn't fight him for that. I'm not trying to fight him for his belt or stay there. I'm doing what I feel is necessary. I'm coming up to beyond my 4th weight class to see you. You know what I'm saying? We could have did this at 135, but for whatever reason it didn't happen. At 140 it didn't happen. Now at 147 I gotta jump all that to go see you. Like, nah, we can meet right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't intend to stick around there. We can meet here, do what it do. You can keep your belts, and that's
Jay,
that.
sorry to interrupt, Jay, but I'm not into catch weights, man, at all. For anybody, not into that. Like, why?
I don't
why
like
are you
it
doing
neither.
that?
I don't like it neither, but that's the only way to make the fight. He's not moving to 147. And if he says 142,
I would leave that alone. I'd say leave me alone, bro. I'm down
that's
here.
possible.
That's what I would say.
Or they could fight at a catch weight and people get the fight, right? I mean, at the end of the day, we could either live in a reality where the fight didn't take place at all, or where it did take place, at least on those terms. And I'd rather it take place at least on those terms.
Jay. There's no professionalism. I said there's no professionalism in that.
Well, I mean,
make
it's
your
catch
weight.
weight.
That's how these guys make their money.
I dig it, but that's the thing. No professionalism is when you sign for a weight class and then you miss the weight. What Ryan Garcia did, no professionalism. He signed and knew he couldn't make the weight. That's not professional. You see what I'm saying? But if you come before at the negotiating table and you signing the contract and both fighters know ahead of time what it is, I don't necessarily consider that like bad business. I think, it is what it is, right? But it's business, it's boxing, right? So this is what people do sometimes to make the big fights happen. It's a unique situation. He's not sticking around to become a welterweight king. He just wants to fight Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? And that's how he could do it. That's the most he could make. Like, that's the most he's willing to adjust. Remember, Devin gonna blow up after the fight. He gonna come in there probably light heavyweight in the ring. You understand what I'm saying?
Again, leave that money alone.
It's not a light heavyweight. Don't do that. Don't do that, champ.
Honestly, man, like I would respect him a lot more if he just leave that shit alone. Leave that shit alone, dog. If he too damn big and he's gonna blow up, leave that shit alone, dog.
That's what I'm saying. But
I don't think light heavyweight. That's too much sauce on it. Hold on. Let me go.
I mean, all right, 160.
Exaggerating. That's
let me go real quick, and I'll pass the mic. But real quick, give me like 10 on my own shit.
Yeah.
I think light heavyweight is putting too much sauce on it. I understand you think he comes in heavier than his opponents, and yet him versus Lomachenko is out of pocket. I agree with that weight difference, but I don't think it's like he keeps moving up in weight. He's a welterweight champ right now, and probably end up at 154, if not 160. So I'm not gonna put that much on it. But oh god,
I'm glad you say that, CJ. Loma fought him.
At 135. At 135.
Weighed in. He made weight.
Catch weight.
The nigga made weight.
Shakur's gonna try to do it at 144. You get what I'm saying?
Nah. I mean, honestly, man, like, honestly, that it just doesn't sound sexy. It's just like, oh, so I mean, like, I don't know, man. That's just. I'm good, man. Stay in your respectable division and fight the best guys. How about that?
No, I get it. I understand. You want him to fight him at his best weight for his title. I get it. But he can't make that.
Well, if he's challenging Devin Haney, I mean, he's the outright champion. Take his shit, right?
Well, he's saying, look, this is what I can do.
I'm not saying he is or isn't. I'm just saying if that were to be the case, that's what one would do.
Like the whole thing is,
you're saying, I hear what you're saying, Jay. You're saying no. At his best, he's going to negotiate a different way. I hear that. I hear.
He got to do what's good for himself too. Like at the end of the day, he got to make weight. His opponent got to make weight. He got to put on weight, right? And like, it's putting himself at a crazy disadvantage. It's like, I get it. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Be great, blah blah blah. He's not moving to welterweight. That was never part of the bingo card. He went to 140 to fight Teofimo Lopez. He's not even sticking around at 140. Who's at 140 right now that you could put him in front of? Like nobody. There's nobody there. You can pull up the whole 140-pound weight class rankings. Nobody there. It's only at 135, and maybe a few one-off fights at 144, like 147, but like at a catch weight. That's what he was trying to make. He never said he was going up for nobody. He never said he was sticking around. He's still a champion at 135, isn't he? Doesn't he still have a belt there?
Well, Jay, like I keep saying, man, don't worry about guys who are above you in different weight classes, man. Because you're depleting. No, hang on. You're depleting them. They're at a disadvantage. Why would they do that?
But
that's like going to a new part.
No. Real quick before y'all go, I'm not y'all continue because it's a great conversation. But this is exactly what I was fucking.
You muted. You got muted, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, man, you being a great co-host. Shout out to J Money. But no, okay, this is what I was talking about because I wanted to cut y'all off there because he has goddamn. Shakur and Murataya have agreed on terms. I was talking about earlier, 70-30 split, something similar to what Devin Haney wasn't willing to accept, which I understand why. If you think you're the A side, why the fuck would I let you make 3 times more than me? But other than that, let's move on to what's actually going down now. Murataya accepted the 70-30 split to put his name out there, and maybe he's betting on himself, and I gotta admire that. But okay, hold on. Let's get the screen up here. Here's the right one. I wanted to read through what the AI is saying. So y'all give me a minute, and then I'll let y'all continue to cook. As of late April 2026, Raymond Murataya's team has accepted a 70-30 split to face Shakur Stevenson, according to reports from April 29th, aka yesterday. Bars. Okay. Going on. While Murataya's side has accepted these terms, final confirmation that the deal is signed has not been fully announced, with reports indicating they are waiting to hear for a final yes to lock in the fight. And y'all know me, I'm not the type to report on shit unless it's official tissue, so I am getting a bit ahead of myself, and y'all can criticize me for that. But it seems pretty solid. Let's continue. And I'll pass the mic with this. Key details of the potential fight. Terms accepted. Trainer Robert Garcia confirmed they accepted the 70-30 to make the fight happen, despite both being recognized as champions in some capacity. Okay, this is key because this is what you're talking about. That's why it incited me, to do this. The fight is targeted for 135 or 140 pounds, with Shakur insistent on 135 to retain his WBC belt, while Murataya is willing to fight at either. Urgency. Robert Garcia, I'm almost done, y'all. Bear with me. Robert Garcia stated that if a contract comes, they will take it immediately. prioritizing this fight over other planned fights rather. So they have options on the table, but this is obviously payday. To put a bow on it, context. This follows Murathaya's high-profile win over Andy Cruz. Definitely, I almost forgot about that. Damn, I'm sleeping. Yeah, he beat Andy Cruz when I picked Andy Cruz. Anyway, and Shakur's dominant performance over Teofimo Lopez. So both their trajectories, the arrows are going up. They're trying to get it in. It's going to be at 135. I wish Shakur would stay at 140 or move up. Well, not move up yet. I won't say all that. I'm not going to put too much sauce on it. I wish he would stay at 140 for maybe 2 more fights, then move up to welter. But hey, this looks like the most likely option. So how do y'all feel about this potential fight? And then we can close on that note.
Man, listen, that's going to be good. I think Shakur going to win that. And that's exactly the fight that I would have expected him to take, right? If I'm looking at the current landscape, all 3 divisions, 147 to 135, I would have picked Murataya. He would have been number 1 on my list just because he beat Andy Cruz. It just makes sense. You take out the rest of the best. I would have probably even took on Shock first and then Murataya. You know what I'm saying? Just to clear out everything. You got to become at least undisputed at 135 is the point. And if you Shakur, you could do that. Like Tank don't even got his belt, right? Didn't Tank lose his belt? So, like, it's available. Undisputed is here in his hands. He could just take it if he wants. And that's what he's going to do. That's where he belongs. See what I'm saying? So, this is the perfect fight. And Shakur's going to dominate. He's going to show why he's the best. Because nobody could beat that dude. Nobody. Not Devin Haney. Not Ryan Garcia. Nobody.
I'll tend to agree with you.
For sure, Jay.
Say, I'm gonna let you close it out, Chan. I'm about to get dinner.
I mean, if that's what's going to happen next, cool. As far as, you know, guys who you just mentioned there, Jay, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, leave those guys alone. Ain't no reason why they should ever leave where they're at just to meet him somewhere. I would never do that. Nah. You come to me. You're calling me out. You want to fight me. You know, this whole A-side, B-side stuff, I think we all can admit in the last 24 to 36 months, that whole landscape has changed unless you're outright the guy. And I don't think Shakur Stevenson is the guy. He might be to guys like Murataya and stuff like that, but some of the names he's mentioned above him, no, not at all. Not even close. And you know, we can go by the old scale.
I want you to put a bow on it real quick. I hate to interject.
It's not close to what those guys have done. So,
Steph,
I would just leave that alone.
You're cooking.
You know, until the time comes, right? Whenever. But if he's fighting Murataya, great, cool. Get that on, man. I mean, and you want to go down and go back to 135? It seems like you've kept that open for yourself. Go for it, man. Do it. Us boxing fans are for it.
Can y'all hear me?
I think Murataya, I want to give him some flowers. He's coming off a good win off Andy Cruz. Me, I'm not big on Andy Cruz. He's always seemed timid to me. I've always heard this, that, and the other special talent. If you ask me, man, the Cuban dudes dropping the ball, bro. They don't seem good at all to me.
I think Andy was good, man. Andy was good. You know, it's just Raymond Murataya was a lot better than
I think a lot of guys will beat him, though, Jay. I think a lot of guys will beat him at 135 or one. Yeah, I'm just talking at 35. Yeah, I think some guys will beat him. From what I've seen from him.
Like, give me a couple other names other than like Shakur and Raymond Murataya, like that could beat Andy Cruz. You think that exists at 135? Like just off the top.
Just off the top? Oh shit! Well, Murataya just beat him. I know Lomachenko's retired, but if he was still fighting, he'd beat him. Who else is at 135? Man,
Well, I mean, Shaq could probably beat him too. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can hear you, DJ.
but Shock would beat him. Even though he's not at that weight yet, but
I can see that happening.
Give me one more, Steph. Come on, give me one more name.
135 ain't too many, man. I think his main competition is at 147, but he ain't gonna do that yet. And I'm not saying I'm not mad at him because a thug ass motherfucker.
Not saying
let me
there's
say
no
this.
one at 35, but I'm talking about guys who are right there with them. But let me say this too. A lot of dudes are just average, bro, and that's fine. They right there. So I mean, hey, get it on, man. Get it on. Get it on. Get it on. Get it on.
I think Murataya is a lot better than I give him credit for. And Shakur is about to get a dominant performance back to back. He's going to show in 2 weight classes that he's who he is. And it's not going to be good enough. Why are people always going to demand more? They're always going to want more. It's never going to be good enough. He could fucking knock Oshaki out next after Murataya, and it's not going to matter. Oh, Oshaki he lost to Conte really, or blah, blah, blah. Like, you know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I do, Jay. But that's the way it go. I mean, these dudes talk big like elephants, but just like elephants, they settle for peanuts. So, maybe I'm just getting old, man. I'm just like, whatever, nigga.
I mean, but Shakur's taking on the big fight. He's taking on the big fight, right? Like, there's no other fight really bigger than that at that weight class for him. Who right now is a better fight?
No, and you're right, Jay. You're right. Let me say this. Let me say this real fast. If this fight comes to fruition, that's a nice. Those are nice, including the TO win too. That's a nice 35 resume. He's got, except the Yoshino guy. That guy was trash, garbage. Get that shit out of here. He's got what? He's got Cruz. Trying to think who he's got at 35. He got about 3 good wins, including this possible win over Murataya. I think that's a nice 35 run. That's pretty nice for the guys who he's fighting. So you're right.
Yeah, Padley.
I'm not big on Padley like that. I just wasn't Padley a welterweight coming down?
Nah, he was 135, undefeated. They was clowning him because he was a plumber and shit like that, or electrician or something like that. But when you could fight, you could fight. And Padley, he had a good win after that. He's not no world beater, but people just like to diminish names. Like for example, Yoshino. Yoshino was undefeated going into that fight. Like, maybe he wasn't the craziest guy ever, but 16 people before Shakur fought him and they lost. You understand what I'm saying? So I look at things like that, and it's boxing. I see people lose to crazy dudes all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Yuriorkis Gamboa got knocked out by Robinson Castellanos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it could happen from anywhere. Like, and I don't sleep on nobody. Like, Yoshino's a fighter like anybody else. Shakur dominated him. Shakur dominates. Shakur's the least hit fighter in boxing. That's what I look at. Those are the stats that matter to me. I don't find boxing matches boring. I love it when a guy dominates, when it's a one-sided affair and he's just dominating and showing you slick moves. You're like, oh, look at that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get hype off of that. You understand what I'm saying? So Shakur checks off all those boxes for me. And he's going to show why he's the best ultimately, bro. Whether it's against Devin Haney, Murataya, but he's at 135 and he got to move at his pace. He can't just jump to 47 to make this fight happen, to fulfill some honor system. Look, he told you what he could do. The fight was on the table. Could have took it. It was there. 144, whatever, and you didn't do it, whatever. He's going to move back down.
Why?
And eventually, go ahead.
Okay, that's word, Jay, but I mean, I'll challenge that. What you just said a couple moments ago. He was offered a fight at 35 when it came to Devin. He didn't take it.
Oh, yeah? At 135?
At 35?
Yeah. Well, the terms are. Can y'all hear me?
I mean, but hey, I mean that's neither here nor
Yeah,
there.
I can hear you, CJ. I can hear you.
Okay,
CJ.
my bad. I just want. I think I had a little bit of delay, but y'all can hear me. I need to say
No, no.
this.
I can hear you.
The
I can't
terms,
hear you,
the
CJ.
terms were disagreeable.
Oh, you can't hear
Feel me?
CJ?
Like again, if, huh?
He said he can't hear
No?
you. Steph said he can't hear you. That's why.
Oh shit! I might have to cut this shit off. Can you hear me?
No, I got you
I
now.
can hear you.
Yeah, I got you now.
Oh yeah, he said he can hear you now.
Oh, shit,
got
I'm
you now,
going to
too.
continue cooking as long as the stream is quality. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say all that to say this: that the terms were disagreeable. If I feel like in a vacuum I'm better than a motherfucker, I'm not gonna let him make 3 times more than me, even if I'm sure I'm gonna win. That's just disrespectful to my spirit. So that 75-25 is what I'm getting at. What I'm alluding to is just out of pocket, champ. I mean, give him a 60-40, even a fucking what do they call it, 66.7 to a 33 would be more respectful. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
3 times as much? Nah, man, that's a bullshit offer. I fuck with Haney. Shout out Bill. I'm from Oakland. You know what I mean? I'm from East Oakland. And all that shit.
Yeah.
But no, that was just disrespectful, champ. I can't fuck with
Yeah,
it.
no,
So,
that was.
okay.
I ain't gonna lie, but it's called negotiation. You feel me? You count that offer, and you try to take it from there. Like that's understandable. I'm sure they could have broken that down in an eloquent way. They managers got together in a civil manner and broke it down like gentlemen across a business table. You know what I'm saying? And got a deal done. If there was truly a will, there's a way. At the end of the day, Roy Jones Jr. called Joe Calzaghe and made the fight himself via cell phone. Yo, Joe, you want to fight? Yeah. All right, cool. We fighting. That's it. The fight got done. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it be like that. When you want to do it, it's going to get done. And obviously, there wasn't that much of a will in this direction, in both directions. So it's like, Shakur was like on some take it or leave it, I guess, because if they didn't negotiate further, then you know what? I'm not even going to say that. Probably he wanted to negotiate further. Who knows why it didn't go any further? I know one thing: Shakur's not scared to fight nobody. So when you understand that, right, and you understand how this game goes, then you understand, okay, what's the next best thing? Like if I'm taking my eyes off of 147, right, entirely, and I'm looking at 140 and 135. What is the next best name in both weight classes combined? You could actually go take a moment and look and see for yourself what is the next best name. You will by default come to Raymond Murataya. It just makes the most sense. He's literally taking on the next best fight available to him. What's the problem? Like people, you can't satisfy the fans. It's crazy. No matter what you do. It's the next.
Okay,
It's
y'all
the
can hear
next
me.
best
I'm
guy.
gonna disagree with you. I'm gonna disagree with you only slightly. James, let me get it on.
Yeah,
G
yeah.
Money.
Go ahead.
I
Yeah.
disagree only because I don't think he's fully taken. And I know you're gonna say it's some bullshit, but I don't. I disagree rather with your perception that he's taking his eyes fully off of 147. Again, he's putting up weight clauses, rehydration, and all that, the extra shit in the mix. But he is considering it as long as they want to follow his script. You might say, oh, he doesn't have enough clout. He's not the A side to demand that of them to come down to a 144 or, you know, a 10-pound rehydration, whatever the fuck you're talking about. You may say it's not reasonable, but I don't think he's taking his eyes completely off it. So I'm trying to bridge the gap. For you to say Murataya is the best option at 135/140, he could wait for old boy to come out of I think because Smith had announced an injury. That's why that Puello or I think it was Smith Puello. That's why that fight isn't happening. But no, I don't think he has. I'll sum it up with this: I don't think he's totally taking his eyes off 147. He just wants to know he has some leverage because he's feeling himself. But that's how I see it.
I've said it 3, 4, 5 times now. That's cool if he wants to fight Murataya. You know, I don't. I think again, yeah. If that's what he's doing, that's what he's doing. Murataya's right there in the middle of the pack. If he was gonna fight him at 140, cool. But if you fight at 140, I think there are better fighters at 140 to fight. He's
Okay,
obviously a
name them
135
names.
champion. Excuse me?
Name them names, please. Not disrespectful.
Like who?
Yeah, I want you to say who.
I can just start with the champions. There's Gary Antoine. There's Dalton Smith. There's Pollo there. There's Pitbull Cruz there. I'm not just some of the names, but I mean, I guess what I'm saying, man, pick a division, bro. Like I'm really not down with the whole just pick a division, and then again, some of the bigger names that are mentioned in there, I wouldn't even be worried about that shit. I wouldn't even be worried about that. I'd leave that all alone, and I'd wait until I'm up there. Is what I would do.
Honestly, I think he did. I think he picked 135. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, champ. I disagree with that. I think
that's what he's trying to.
I don't think he's going down unless it's a special fight, which you might consider Murataya to be that. But I think after that, he's definitely going to stay at 140 and possibly look at 147. I don't think he settled on 135.
No, I hear you, but for right now, why would he want to keep his WBC title there? He's already the champion at 140. Why would he want to keep the 135 one? He could have just stood at 140, let the 135 go if that was in the horizon.
So the black and brown, the green print, as Floyd Mayweather put it, maybe he thinks that's the special sauce. So he's trying to get that bag. I don't know.
I mean, possibly, but the point is, he's doing it, right? He's trying to keep that. Like, why would he want to keep that? Why would it matter to him to keep that if
for a
he
bag?
was going to
Because
leave?
these niggas ain't. The other big bags are not willing to fight on his terms. So, Murataya definitely will.
I don't know.
Wait. Question for both of you. Shakur Stevenson's a big bag?
I don't know. So. I'm saying the other potential, like you got everything is relevant, right?
No, CJ. I'm not asking about everyone else. I'm asking about Shakur Stevenson. He's a big bag.
I'm answering your question. I'm saying that's a big bag from Murataya. That's why I said everything is relevant.
Okay. All right.
And he got Saudi money back in him. You know what I'm saying? Got that, like, people putting up money in there for Shakur. He's a big bag, like, like that's what they're doing. They're trying to lock in the talent.
I didn't know that. That's new.
I mean, they're doing that, right? The Saudi money, ain't he on the ring cards and all that? They're the ones backing them cards, putting up the breath for that.
And they fuck with Shakur.
That's what I'm saying. That's how he got the Tio fight. That was the Riyadh who did that.
I think Tio had more clout at that point in time than he did. He's got, including the Shakur Stevenson loss. He's got 2-3 big wins, man. But anywho, I just learned something new. That's new. That's new for me. Word up, though. Word up.
He got outclassed. he got outclassed, though. That's the whole thing. Like, Tio is whatever, but he got outclassed. Like, I picked Tio to beat Loma. You know what I'm saying? I saw big things in Teofimo, but I knew Shakur was going to whoop him. Like, I knew it was going to be bad. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I got 1.5K. Shout out. I hate to pat myself on the back again, but shout out Rob the Barbarian for that 1.5K on that Shakur Tio fight. I know what I know.
That's crazy. That's a nice.
He put it up at the last minute. It literally the night before the fight. He hopped in Marco's chat and said, "Hey man, I got 1.5 racks on it." I was like, "Let's go."
What? Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, man,
I've been
getting busy in these YouTube shoots as far as the betting. Ain't nobody fucking with me.
I'm glad I'm glad he's. I'm just glad you got your money. That's what's up.
Thanks.
That's what's up. Not a lot of people, not a lot of people would do that. So that's what's up.
No, man, he was a real motherfucker. And Marco got his break. Okay, so he got 150 on it, which isn't crazy, but he got his 10%. Shout out Marco. Shout out Rob the Barbarian. And Rob has been hitting me in the super chat nonstop. Okay, so I hate to self-promote, but hey, until I get monetized, I'm gonna push a hard line. Y'all see it at the bottom of the screen. Cash App, $, CJ Rich 2026. Shout out Rob and a few other people. I'm gonna get all your names up here in a second. Probably the next stream to shout y'all out because I want to acknowledge that. But hey, everyone who supports me, again, it's only been less than a week since I have that up there, so I really appreciate it, y'all. But any closing statements y'all want to get off before I gotta eat dinner because I'm starving?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same, man.
Nothing really, man.
I just want to say shout out to you two brothers, man. That's what's up. I had a lot of fun, man. CJ, again, I'm proud of you, man. Keep it up. And Jay, I'm always looking for you, man. Salute. Peace and blessings.
Same to you, brother. Yeah,
Hey,
I mean,
salute
I'm
to both y'all pulled up on the panel. Yeah. I'm trying to be consistent, man. I've been able to go live every day this week. I'm still on Marco's. You know, I'm all over the place. Y'all can catch me anywhere. I'm everywhere like air. But I'll close it out like this. We got a lot of shit. I never even get to half of the shit I want to get to. But hey, I got more content for the next one, right? So I'll look at it like that through a rose-colored lens. But yo, shout out to y'all. Everyone who super chats, like, subscribe. Okay, so like, subscribe, share. If you think we talking real shit, which I think we got into some real shit today. And I'll remind y'all that the BS streams, the relationship streams with the ladies, those are going up every Tuesday. That's the regular schedule. So tap in with me for that too. I could talk about some other shit too. I'm a man of many traits, a master of nothing. So with that, I'm gonna close it out. Shout out to y'all rather for pulling up. And
Nice.
yo, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow.
Take care, fellas. Have a good one, fellas. Good to meet you, Steph. Peace.